talk about defined tradition, and I kind of challenge each of us in our organizations, that can mean different things to different people. So often when we think about innovation and creativity, we only think about product innovation. So Masuda Sani changed a product, and that was brilliant. But we don't only have to be constrained by that type of thinking. We can apply our own creativity to culture, to communication, to the way we hire and train our people. So here's a kind of fun example. I know many of us fly all the time, and you can hardly remember which airline you're on half the time. They're so similar, same cramped seating, etc. And so you may actually be confused on what airline you're on. Unless you're in South Africa and you happen to be flying on Kulula Airlines, you might notice a slight difference. So Kulula doesn't take themselves so darn seriously. They're willing to shake it up. And they say, well, if we can't reinvent our product, which is air travel, let's reinvent the experience. There's no way that you can look across a tarmac and confuse a Delta flight with a Kulula flight. So this type of fun, edgy humor transcends just the paint room. This is part of who they are. It's part of their culture. Here are some actual things that have been overheard on Kulula flights. We're pleased to announce that we have some of the best flight attendants in the industry. Unfortunately, none of them are on this flight. We're going to ask those passengers who can swim to assemble on the left side of the aircraft. For those who can't, thanks for flying Kulula. Please be aware, our toilets are fitted with smoke detectors, as well as video cameras for the captain's in-flight entertainment. So it's clever, it's kitschy, it's fun humor. But it's not just about that. In an industry where financial crisis is the move of the day, Kulula Airlines has enjoyed double and triple digit growth on both the top and bottom line for a decade straight. So in your organizations, I'm not suggesting that Beaumont Hospital start having funny, weird humor. That would be inappropriate. It's not authentic. What I am saying is, how can we communicate in a way that's creative and memorable? I mean, Mike used humor in his razor company. It doesn't have to be humor, though. It can just be a mechanism of communication that separates you from everybody else. I'm talking about Beaumont for a second. The point that, it's like I'm going to misquote it, but there's the slogans about, can you really afford not to have a Beaumont doctor? That's a brilliant thing. It's sort of saying that there is a difference. And I'm not endorsing or anything. I'm just saying that that's a powerful marketing campaign, and it really gets right to the sort of emotional drive of its customers.